Now, I had a friend called Peter. He was a friend to my teacher. Being an exceptionally brilliant young man, naturally, the teachers loved him. One evening, Peter was on his way to visit one of the teachers. And I tagged along. As soon as we got, as soon as we sat in the teacher's small living room, he inquired about our choice of study. Peter had applied for medicine too, but but he approved of Peter. Why disapprove mine? He read of many reasons why that wasn't me. Why? And instead recommended finance and accountancy as my first and second choice. I told him it was too late since I had completed the forms. He told me he told me he insisted I bring the forms to him. I ran to my hostess and brought the forms. My teacher reached out for his deepest correction fluid, deleted my choices, and replaced them with finance and accountancy. That was how I started my journey in the world of banking and business. You might not be reading this book, and many of you would never have met me in life if not for my teacher's T-Pest. Life lessons. It is always good to have a mentor. That that teacher was an unsolicited but God sent mentor. Your mentors should know more than you and should be able to guide you. Your friends can help shape your destiny. My friend Peter provided me with the privilege of visiting the teacher's residence. You need to carefully choose friends who will add value to your life. Friends will never leave you without an impact. So, appraise your relationship. It's about your destiny. Young people need to be coached. Please coach your children and world and their friends. I wanted to study medicine because because of the honor and respect accorded to doctors. Everyone around me was applying for either medicine, engineering, or engineering. Page 16. Page 16. The man, Godwin Obaseki, his vision, critics, and legacies by Apostle Dr. Raphael O. Ayemere. ISBN 978-978-576-0934. ISBN 978-978-576-0934. Chapter 1. The man, Godwin Obaseki. Background of the origin of man. It is by comparing themselves to nature around them that human beings can note their natural connection to the animal world, with which they share most of their vital functions. Yet, they realize at the same time they are unique and emerging over the rest of the natural world. Human beings are the subject of a specific phenomenology which belongs to them only, and whose origin raises crucial questions which belongs to them only, and whose origin raises crucial questions when considered in the context of their habitat of the entire planet Earth and in the larger scenario of the physical universe. Think of the capacity humans have to adapt their habitat to themselves according to a specific intention and project, and to adapt themselves to it in the most convenient way. The man, Godwin Obaseki. Mr. Godwin Obaseki was born in Benin City, the Edo State capital, to the famous and illustrious Obaseki family. He had his early education at St. Matthew's Anglican Primary School, Benin City, from where he proceeded to Egosa Anglican Grammar School, also in Benin City, for his secondary school. Therefore, he attended the University of Ibadan, where he obtained a BA in Classic. He took his search for quality education to the United States of America and attended the Columbia University and Pace University in New York, obtaining an MBA in Finance and International Business. Illustrious career. Armed with good education, the young Obaseki, who is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers, Nigeria, and an alumnus of the Lagos Business School Chief Executive Program, did not have problems carving out a successful career in the finance industry. Obaseki, who was nominated a global leader for tomorrow GFC by the World Economic Forum in 2001, began his career over 30 years ago and has established track records in investment banking, asset management, securities, trading, and the public sector, both internationally and in Nigeria. He started out in 1983 with Capital Trust Brokers Limited, Lagos, as a stockbroker, where he excelled and subsequently worked with International Merchant Bank and an affiliate of First Chicago Bank. Obaseki in 1988 joined the AVC Funds Limited, Lagos, where he served as a project manager and led the core team that set up two of the new generational banks, which eventually reshaped the face of the banking industry in Nigeria. Between 1993 and 1995, he worked in New York as principal of Equatorial Finance Corp, a financial advisory firm with a focus on Africa and providing structured trade finance for African-related transactions. Obaseki founded Afrinvest West African Limited, formerly Securities Transactions and Trust Company Limited, SecTrust, in 1995 as the pioneer managing director. The firm has since grown to become a leading investment banking and investment manager firm in Nigeria. In 1995, SecTrust was appointed the correspondent stockbrokers for Nigeria by the International Finance Corporation (IFC), and in 1996, SecTrust established the first derivative product, the Nigerian International Debt Fund (NIDF), on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, which allowed Nigerians invest local savings in US dollars instruments. This fund has outperformed projections on returns. SecFund pioneered and was local advisor on the first global offering by a Nigerian bank through the Insurance of Global Depository Shares (GDS) to raise UD 50 million dollars from the international capital market. Afrinvest has acted as an advisor on some of the largest and most significant transactions in the Nigerian capital market since 2005. Afrinvest is one of the most trusted advisory firms in the domestic corporate finance market, pioneering major innovations and providing leadership in the Nigerian security market. The firm has an advisor on numerous landmark transactions, including the first Eurobond issue by a sub-Saharan African corporate outside South Africa, the first ever simultaneous merger and tender offer transaction in sub-Saharan Africa, and the largest ever listing on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Afrinvest has been ranked as a major investment research firm, which is at the forefront of playing instrumental roles in the introduction of new financing products such as Eurobond and Global Depository Receipts to Nigerian companies. Mr. Obaseki is presently the chairman of the board of directors of the firm, which won the Best Asset Management Firm in Nigeria 2014 award by the Wealth and Finance International Magazine Finance Award. Economic engineer of Edo State. In his native land, Obaseki served as the chairman of the Economic and Strategy Team (ETS) of Edo State. Until recently, he had to vie for the governorship of the state. He held the position of the EST chairman for over 7 years, starting from March 17, 2001. His key achievements as chairman of the economic team includes 1. Documentations of state economic development framework through strategic planning, which is reviewed and updated on an ongoing basis. 2. Introduction of retreat platform to ensure all parties' engagement not only in planning and executing state development initiatives, but also in monitoring and evaluation of outcomes. 3. 25 billion naira infrastructure development bond from the Nigerian capital market in 2010. 4. $225 million concessionary rate development loans from the World Bank, with the first tranche of $75 million already accessed. Successfully hosted sector-based economic summit and policy dialogue series, including the Power Roundtable in 2010, 2011 Education Roundtable, and 2012 Agribusiness Roundtable. This summit has translated in measurable and desired outcome, including Azura Edo IPP project with over $1 billion in FDI currently under development in Ihoho, Wunde local government, education reforms which have translated to significant improvements in educational infrastructure and student performance in WAEC and other examinations. The man, Godwin Obaseki, service at national level. At the national level, Mr. Obaseki served on the Presidential Committee on the Reform of the Nigerian Pension System, the Nigerian Securities and Exchange Commission Committee on the Reactivation of the Nigerian Bond Market and the Review of the Investment and Securities Act. He served as a member of the Nigerian Stock Exchange Council between 2006 and 2009. Vast experience. He also served on the board of some companies such as Domalong Engineering Limited, Pillar Oil Limited, Seric Impiati International Limited. He was the founding secretary of a New York-based U.S. African Chamber of Commerce in 1992, which promoted U.S. organizations doing business in Africa. He was a director in Junior Achievements of Nigeria, the local affiliate of the worldwide not-for-profit organizations which train students to appreciate market economic value. He also participated actively and served as trustee in the Dr. Jackson Owen Obaseki Foundation, a family-owned NGO which is involved in providing free educational and health services to the less privileged. The man, Godwin N. Obaseki. The man, Godwin Obaseki, talk less and act more. In my inquisitive mind, I see him as someone with a desire to outlive the success and legacies of his predecessors in office. Those who see him as someone who is succinct in nature and can be manipulated and lack the power to push things through never gave him a chance, but were shocked when he opted out of their plan, policy, control, and decided to implement his plan, policy, and raise his own team in order to enforce good governance for the benefit of both the electorate and the entire indigene of Edo State. Chapter 2 is Vision and Mission. The vision. The vision of a leader dictates its outcome, performance, and direction. If a leader vision is big, its outcome will be big. If a vision is small, the outcome will also be small. Where there is no revelation, the people will suffer of restraint. Proverbs 29 verse 18. Vision brings restraint, boundaries into a leader's life. Without vision, a leader will lack boundaries. Vision is also destination. Without a destination, you have no way of knowing if you are headed in the right direction. Everything Godwin Obaseki will achieve in government will be determined by his vision. If he can't see it, then he won't get it. But the size of his vision determines its outcome. Godwin's Obaseki vision. Industrialization, agricultural development, and youth empowerment. It is good for Godwin Obaseki to have a vision, but how committed is the vision? I can categorically state that Godwin Obaseki has not derailed from his vision of industrialization, agricultural development, and youth empowerment. To get to where your vision is, you have to be fully committed. If you aren't going to be committed to the whole process, don't even start. If you are committed, you will put your name down and date it. Here is an example of a statement of a committed leader. I am making a commitment to change what is in me, thus changing the life that is coming out of me. I will begin to think like a successful leader and a billionaire. I will begin to have God's thoughts so I can have His ways. I will change what is in my heart so as to change what comes into my life. I am committed to doing the things I list in my journal. Vision is the source of hope in life, of hope of life. The greatest gift ever given to mankind is not the gift of sight, but the gift of vision. Sight is a function of the eyes. Vision is a function of the heart. Eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. Nothing noble or noteworthy on earth was ever done without vision. No invention, development, or great feat was ever accomplished without the inspiring power of this mysterious source called vision. Civilization was born and developed through the driving power of a visionary leader. If we want Godwin Obaseki to succeed, and we also genuinely believe in his vision as a matter, in his vision, let us, as a matter of urgency, align our vision to Godwin Obaseki's vision. His mission. Godwin Obaseki's mission on earth could not. Godwin Obaseki's mission on earth or might be different from his political mission. I strongly believe that his vision is to use the instrumentality of his God-given vision of industrialization, agricultural development, and youth empowerment to enhance the life of Edo State citizens, achieve greater results than his predecessors in office, make maximum use of the state resources, and promote the interests of the entire citizens of Edo State. His ambition. This is your expectation of what you look forward to achieving. Thus, it is a self-made plan. Nothing is practically wrong with being ambitious. Wrong ambition is liable to failure and can destroy the ambitious one. Only ambition that falls in line with God's drawn-out plan become fruitful. Absalom was ambitious, and his ambition skidded. I believe the ambition of Godwin Obaseki is to enthrone democracy, ensure that the people of Edo State enjoy the dividends of democracy under his tenure, build a viable legacy behind, build a viable legacy behind, be recognized globally, and in the nearest future become vice president or president of Nigeria. Chapter 3: His Journey to Political Paradise. Definition of journey. Journey, trips, and tours means traveling from one place to another. Journey usually means traveling a long distance and often in dangerous and difficult circumstances. They made the long journey across the desert. Tour is used for a journey with several stops that hints at the place where it began. As a leader, you are responsible for those appointed to work in your organization or government. Those that you probably did not pick may not like you or might not have anything in common with you. The team of a leader chooses to represent his interests, organization, or government to a large extent can undermine his success, hinder his performance, or enhance his success. People can manage themselves if you let them know. Know what a team is and how it works. Getting good players is easy. Getting them to play together is the hard part. It's journey to political paradise. Godwin Obasanjo's journey to political paradise was not easy either. Obaseki was nominated a global leader for tomorrow GFP by the World Economic Forum in 2001. Began his career over 30 years ago and has established track records in investment banking, asset management, security trades, and the public sector, both internationally and in Nigeria, which eventually culminates into his political career and his emergence as the governor of Edo State. Obaseki served as chairman of the Economic and Strategy Team (ETS) of Edo State until when he resigned to vie for the governorship of the state. He held the position of the ETS chairman from over 17th, 2009. Godwin Obaseki's track record in both public and private sector led him recommended as to APC party leader in the state to contest for the governorship position of Edo State. Godwin Obaseki strategy for success. No leader succeeds by mistake. The primary reason why most leaders succeed is due to proper implementation of their strategy. Definition of strategy. Strategy is a high-level plan to achieve one or more goals under conditions or uncertainty in the sense of the act of the general, which include several subjects of skills, including tactics, siege, crafts, logistics, etc. A strategy describes how the end goal will be achieved by means. Strategy can be intended or can emerge as a pattern of activities as the organization adapts to its environment or completes. Godwin Obaseki strategy for success. He assigns responsibilities. Strategic leaders gain their skills through practice, and practice requires a fair amount of autonomy. Godwin Obaseki awareness that he can't do he can't do everything by himself makes him to distribute responsibilities to experienced politicians and technocrats in order to achieve maximum positive results for the overall interest of Edo State citizens. Leaders who fail to delegate responsibilities or do so at their own rates. Top leaders should always form the habit to push power downward across the organization, empowering people at all levels to make decisions, distribution of responsibilities, give potentials, give potential strategic leaders the opportunity to see what happens when they take risks. He focuses his attention to the award and execution of the priority project of Edo State. A good leader does not only take delight in the award of contracts, he also ensures the execution of the project to its logical conclusion. His works are of high standard and quality. Opponents of political party in state and his supposed political enemies have accused Godwin Obaseki of being selfish in the way he plays his politics, but none of them has found fault in the quality of his building within and outside Benin City. A good leader builds with posterity in mind. It creates multiple paths for raising and testing ideas. Developing and presenting ideas is the key skill for strategic leaders. Even more importantly is the ability to connect the ideas to the way the enterprise creates value by setting up ways for people to bring their innovative thinking. You can help but learn how to make the most of their creativity. The Obaseki I know and the one I read about in both print and electronic media source for ideas for his entire team and most importantly for his ESCO members. He takes responsibility. But we basically takes responsibility. You won't hear him blaming his predecessors for lack of performance or success. Leaders who take responsibility despite challenges or opposition always succeed and leave lasting legacies behind. He provides access to other strategies. He develops and gives opportunities for experience-based learning. The vast majority of professional leadership development is informative as opposed to experimental. Classroom-based classroom-based training is, after all, typically easier and less expensive to implement, rather than long-term investment in the leadership pipeline, although traditional leaders training can be to develop good managerial skills. Strategies need experience to live up to their potential. The way and manner of Godwin Obaseki when he overhauls and restructure the educational system, both primary and secondary school, the way he upgraded and developed ICT centers in Edo State are worth noting and emulating. The initiative gives credence to the way he develops and gives opportunities for experience-based learning in Edo State. Those who see this as propaganda should do a research in the state and see if it is propaganda. How Godwin Obaseki won his political war. Conflicts in politics often result in political war, which often left aspirants or elected political officials in dilemma or in jeopardy. Page 47. 1001 buildings you must see before you die. ISBN 13 ISBN ISBN 978-1001-18-4403-5786. Arkansas Cultural Center. located in the ancient city of Benin. The Akinzua Cultural Center is opposite the Opera Palace in the old city public square. This interesting urban juxtaposition sought to update the traditional relationship between the palace and the city, where the civic functions were normally incorporated within the palace complex. The subtlety emerges in the link to public square, preserving the historical associations, but sad
Is this place I can pass?
or visual cultural relations the traditional relationship between class and city, where the city also normally incorporate within the palace complex. The selective related to the need to the private providing the local association, right? Asserting independence of the data commission for the University in 1972. This building was not completed until 1995. So, 19,000 eventually became a city building in its own right. Its core function is theater, area intensity to take amongst London schools from 1961 came in peaceful response.
Sorry, okay. Yeah, just coming actually. No, no, no.
Yes, my people, our daughter is about to make us proud. We are happy. Not this kind positive thing, not a trend. But by God's grace, we go make a trend. And that is what we are doing. And Angel is about to make Edo proud on a positive light. And I should not reach 200 hours, but she still dey continue. And I did very happy say, now we be the first set of persons to project her through our platform. Some people say, Apostle, why they show girl? We want read for 2 hours. I don't want to tell you, I fed woman where they sell for saloon market. Assume some people they talk say poor Paul. I say they would help the poor people in their family. That's anything for the poor, cannot not benefit the poor, but yet they have never helped the poor in their family. But we are happy. We'll continue to show our support. And it's on record by God's grace. Say Apostle Alfred was the first media man in Edo to use his own platform to push this positive narrative. And we are happy. The governor, His Excellency, is inside, and the wife also there inside, championing the best of Edo. Now we are in Edo, Dubai. Climb up also. We are in Edo, Dubai, and the state library where they say, oh, the destroy library. No, 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 no. So this is the handwork of a technocrat. This is the handwork of a technocrat. We are happy. I am happy that I, Apostle Alfred or John Oyinosa, was the first media man in Edo to project Angel when they read for 200 hours. I'm happy. It's on record. This is the Benin Dubai. And we'll continue to appreciate God for all this. As you watch this video, share this video. And I'm happy. I'm so happy. Edo is becoming great again. And the world will know Edo on a positive light. Enough of those negative narrative. Enough of those negative vibe. We are happy. My governor, the wife, Angel, thank you for making us proud. And I'm happy. And you can see everybody there on ground. As you can see, that team go and verify. Show them the boss. Maybe they never see the boss well. And but I say, well, I can't go down, make they see the boss well. And I want to see that boss well again. So I go no say we are not joking. So, oh, the governor is out already. Oh yeah, carry camera go. Governor, why don't come out? So carry camera go.
Reading. Because ties in with what we have preached, the work we have done over the last 7 years in Edo State, trying to reenact education, particularly basic education, trying to develop a reading culture for our young ones and children in this state. To see one of them now taking it to another level, try and get the world to see how well Edo young people are doing, how aspirational they are, and how competitive, globally competitive they have become. I believe that there can be no greater reward for our administration than what this young lady is doing. So we are here to support her, and I want to ask all of you to support her because she's going to break the world record in reading. She has broken the world record in reading, and what a way, what a record to break. It's quite gratifying, quite fulfilling. And here we have Professor Damas Ruko. Most of you may not realize he's one of Africa's greatest architects today. One of his seminal works is the Obakandwa Cultural Center, which is one of the 1,001 buildings you must see in this world before you die. He's here in Edo with us, and Asein read something from one of his books, and he's also here to see his work with our cultural center, which we are going to finally try and complete and make it part of the cultural district which we are building and people to come and see. Thank you.